The biggest enemy of success is never defining success for yourself. Not knowing what it is that you actually want, not having a clear definition of what you want to experience, not having any goals, not having a target, no vision is going to put you in a situation where you can never achieve anything of significance. If you don't have a dream that you're working towards, you're working for somebody else's dream. That's a big one. You gotta know what you actually want, and you also gotta know what you don't want. For me personally, I feel very successful, and I am very successful in my own definition because I run a business doing what I love, I help people every day, and that's my thing. I have a great relationship. I'm in great physical shape. I used to be in very bad shape. I used to have no relationship, and I used to have no business and work a 9 to 5 doing what I hated. That was failure for me. I didn't like that. But I could never go towards success when I didn't know what success looked like for me. So when I was stuck doing the things that I didn't want to do, I deserved to be stuck because I had never even put down on a sheet of paper what I wanted in my life. You gotta have some goals. You gotta have some dreams. Figure out what success would look like for you, and don't take the ideas that other people are handing down to you. Maybe you'd love to work a 9 to 5. Maybe you enjoy that. So don't listen to this advice if it doesn't apply to you. Know what it is that you want. Find out what your ideals are instead of taking on your families or your friends or societies. It's up to you. You gotta define what success will look like for you. And then you can start pursuing it and going after it. And know that the journey there is part of it, right? So it's not just about the final destination, it's also walking the steps each and every day. Another big thing that sets a lot of us back is that we live life very passively. Meaning that we are almost like spectators. We are consumers. We take in everything from the environment. We eat all this food, we drink all this liquid, we watch all this television or YouTube or all these programs, and we're never creating. You gotta create. You gotta get into that producer seat instead of the consumer seat. Knowing what it is that you want to give to the world makes that a lot easier because you gotta have some kind of idea about what contribution you want to make. That makes it really easy to start achieving your goals and being successful when you know what you want to give. Give something, don't just take. A lot of people, they take. They take loans, they buy cars and houses, but what did you create? What are you going to give back? What's your contribution? Think about that because that will lead you to massive wealth and success in all areas of your life if you're coming from a place of giving and knowing that there's something you really want to share with the world instead of always taking. Another thing I'll share with you is that a lot of people are held back from being successful because they're afraid of what might happen if they don't or if they fail. And that fear then paralyzes them. Don't be paralyzed by it. Because it's going to show up. It's going to be there. You are going to be scared. You are going to be afraid of leaping and taking risks, but it's almost always going to pay off. Sometimes, yes, you fail, but it always leads to success. When you are following your heart and doing the things that you truly want to do, what ends up happening is that even when things don't go as planned, it's all for the better. It all works out. If you just stay with it and you're persistent and you know that you're going to find your way, it will help you a ton because it's all about being certain in yourself, knowing where you're going and not being this flimsy kind of personality where a lot of people, if something goes wrong or if they try to take a risk and things don't work out, it's the first thing they do is they give up and they start running away. They're afraid to actually handle some challenge. And what you got to know is that challenge makes you grow. It doesn't make you weaker. It doesn't damage you. It doesn't create a trauma that holds you back for the rest of your life. It actually gives you an opportunity to step up and give more of yourself, apply yourself, and grow through the experience. Finally, I need you to know that the biggest enemy of success will be you. You are your own biggest enemy. There is nobody in the world that will hold you back as much as you will. Yes, maybe you got handed down some beliefs about that you can't do this or you can't do that, or that you're not capable of certain things. Or maybe your genetics just don't permit you to grow into the kind of person that you want to be physically. Or maybe there's just some limit that you think is there externally. But the worst one is internal. You are the one who accepts that you cannot achieve a certain goal. You are the person who says, I'm afraid to do that and so I won't, instead of leaping in anyway. You are the only person that's stopping you from actually living your potential. And if you can get out of your own way and start thinking about service and giving something, some contribution to the world, like I mentioned earlier, that's going to change the game for you, because you're going to start to concentrate on what you can do instead of what you can't do. And that's the big game here. When you start putting your attention on what you have to offer, what you are capable of, you become vastly successful. Whereas when you're thinking about what you're not capable of and what's holding you back, it's just going to lead you further down the path of failure.